well, which 3D TV do I buy?
Yeah, because
things are changing. What should I do? Right?
Yeah.
So you don't know what to do, so you just do nothing.
Yeah, they don't do anything. I mean,
unless your TV broke.
No, I mean, wasn't that long ago. I mean, I wrote about it. The fact that guy and his family went in to buy a 3D set and it's going to run $3,000. You want to know, okay, well, there'll be programming coming, but don't worry. You can 3D anything that you watch in 2D.
But now the prices have come down because now you can get a 3D television set for what, about $1,000?
Yeah. But they stomped on the market beforehand. You know, they haven't come down. They're discounting the prices in order to get the inventory gone. Because I want to tell you a minor little, secret. They're saying that we expect within 3 years that 85% of all sets available on the market will be 3D enabled. Well, I can tell you right now, every set on the market is 3D enabled. What they do is when you put an active set on it, you disable the 3D system and put on a system that only your glasses can watch.
Yeah, because quite simply, the signal itself is what? It's like it can be played on anything. It's just a signal. It's
a signal. It's just we tell people our two big cameras are Panasonic. We have the mommy and the daddy cameras. There's a thing on the cameras that basically allow you to basically go directly to a Vera, which is the Panasonic, TV set. But it basically changes the whole system. You're no longer doing Anaglyph, you're doing the system for the Viera. So since I don't have a Viera and they want to cut off a lot of money for the Viera, we go also with the one that I can edit in anything, but I can't see. Well, actually, I may be able to see on this one, I'm not certain. I've only ran 3D on this thing once since I got it. I haven't had time, but this is over here. See that? That runs 3D. Runs multiple forms of 3D.
Actually, you know what? It just made me think of, remember
it's a Blu-ray 3D player too.
When they were talking about the video content and DVDs, is that the users wanted to access the content they owned anytime, any place, anywhere. And so you were utilizing where you'd have a digital copy. So you can watch it in your DVD player, or you could watch it in your computer. You could watch it in different places, maybe on your iPhone. I think we're coming to the same thing with 3D. It's like if they want the content, because they're getting spoiled. Yeah. They want to be able to watch it anytime, any place, anywhere, whether it's 2D or 3D.
Yeah, I mean, our cell phones will do it. I mean, actually, with our Motorola Zoom, we can run 3D on our Motorola Zoom. I can run it in I can run it Anaglyph or passive glasses. It's just a matter of what you put on the system. But our cell phones, we can run 3D movies on them. So, but we can even convert 2D to 3D on our cell phones. Isn't that neat? Because we've done it. We even have the ability to decide how much 3D we want to watch and not watch on the thing. Let's just change the size. But like I said, the problem is that everybody beneath the top tier is supporting 3D. Everyone. It's popular with the public. It basically...
Why else do you think you get 3D white toothpaste?
But generally, yeah.
Or the 3D razors.
Yeah, or 3D sound. We have 3D polarized glasses. We have 3D Optivision. We have 3D hearing aids. There's no such thing, folks, because it's a vision. 3D is a vision only. It's basically something that really doesn't exist. It's an optical means of fooling you into thinking you're seeing something that isn't there. You're taking one picture, lapping it on top of another. Sometimes it's done with blue and cayenne, and sometimes it's done by rejiggering one picture, the same picture slightly over another one. I can sit there and do 3D Me, which is the best quality picture you can possibly get.
And it's the best of all of them.
Yeah. But it takes god-awful forever to do it, so I don't bother with it. But it's a matter of that what's going to happen is that the Sonys, the Disneys, the MGMs, Universals, they're all going to run themselves out of a market that they created.
But that's the sad part.
I know.
It really is.
All because I've been around for a long time. I can guarantee you that statistics will say there are maybe 20, 30 movies a year out of the 500 to 600 that are made that make even $100 million. And they're turning out movies on a regular budget that make $200 million. Which means with 20 to 30 that make $100 million, and what it is that a lot of what hits big, a lot of the movies that hit really big, and then the others do nothing, but they suck the life out of the rest of the industry. Generally speaking, the 3D movies, unless it's really a pile of BS, doesn't make a lot of money. You see the movies that basically, okay, when you put nothing but people that work on the Sci-Fi Channel in a 3D movie, they know it's a made-for-television film. It's just done in 3D. That's all they do. And they also know it's back-ended. They do a lot of CGI work on it, but it's all back-ended stuff, and it doesn't sell. Okay, you studied horror movies. Okay, you did Piranha in 3D. Well, they like to see the naked girls in 3D swimming in the water. You know, they turn out a movie.
Well, actually, they like to see them swimming in the water, whether it's 2D or 3D.
Yeah, but they like, the tiny little swimsuits and stuff. But, horror movies are being done in 3D now, and they're tending to do, they're trying to, they're adding just a little bit more. It adds enough to it that it enables the people making the cheaper horror movies to do a little bit more effort. They're still turning the movies out on a low budget, but they're putting a little bit more into it because they know that you got to do certain things for 3D, so you schedule more action stuff. And since you're already there, it doesn't add to a budget to have somebody say, run towards the camera, run away from the camera, things like that. You just add a little bit something to it for the 3D. They've taken movies that were going to go down the toilet in 3D. I think if they did 3D Cowboys and Aliens, they could have saved it. Because it was designed for 3D. It sure wasn't designed for 2D because it really looked like a cheap-ass production. It's just like, I get the idea that Terra Nova done by Fox is meant to be a 3D thing.
I haven't seen it. Was it good?
No, it sucks. It looks like a cheap Canadian production done in Australia, because there's an awful lot of CGI, a lot of work, but you just don't pick a war with the only people you have that want to show your work, because there's no ancillary market anymore. This DVD market is gone, and people like Amazon are making deals to basically put Netflix and everybody. Okay, when it's going to be the last man standing over there is going to be Amazon and Dish, because Dish has Blockbuster's 100,000 library. And they're busy getting ready to, they're basically, what it amounts to is, you want to download one of our videos. Okay, they just toss it in, put it in a player, and they're basically creating the thing for their digital library as they're sending the thing out. So every time somebody asks for something new, they're creating the thing to send out. So there's no expense to them the same way as it is Amazon. Amazon has 100,000 DVDs in its collection. So their new device enables them, they got the Fire, they announced today, which will be available in November, will allow them to link into 120,000 DVDs they have available.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And like I said, every time they plug one of those things in, it turns it into a digital thing and then it's put on the deals, and they never have to worry about it again unless there's a corruption of the file. So basically everybody ordering decides what gets turned out at 100,000 immediately. But there is no other game. And basically, if you're looking for a crap game, and it's the only crap game in the town, and you tell the people, I'm going to go find somebody to give me a better deal, you look rather foolish. But then again, you have to understand that I don't get, Democrats are the only people on the face of this planet that when they can't sell something want more money for it. This is exactly, most of the people running the film industry, liberals, which is why the industry is getting more conservative, folks. The more democratic, the more liberal your owner is, the more conservative the project.
I know, it just sounds kind of odd.
But their idea is, we aren't making enough money, so we're going to increase the price of our product, and people will gladly, the people that aren't coming at the lower price will flock to come, they'll pay the high, it doesn't work that way. That has never worked, never will work. I mean, my family, one of my relatives invented the cell, you know, where he would basically have product that he couldn't give away, so he marked the price up by 25%. And then the next week he's got to slash through the 25%, cut 25%. He sold everything. That's how they started. That's how they started the cells in New York. You know, they'd mark things up and then cut the prices, and look, everybody, oh God, we've got a cell. We always buy cells. But when you say, well, today it's going to cost you $14 for the ticket. Tomorrow it's going to cost you $25 for the ticket, and we expect to have 3 times as many people come in tomorrow to watch our movie. That's a bad business plan. But it's what they're doing. They're not going to win the battle because I'll supply movies to NATO. Hey NATO, we'll make you epics. We got the best we know the best young actors in Hollywood. We know the best young producers in Hollywood. We can supply anything that you want, including big name performers, because we also know a lot of them that aren't working. And you know, I don't care who the hell I work for as long as I get paid. You know, you know, I've seen people walk through movies, you know. Oh, hi, you know, which way to the door? Okay. And they get $10,000 for doing that cameo bit. But then you say, starring Robert De Niro. Well, he just was in a movie where I think The Killer Elite, where they said he was there for 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
And they said literally 10 minutes. And he got like $10,000 a minute or something. And then he left. 10
Good
minutes.
for him.
He did his walkthrough. And that's how you work it. You get people, you get well-known people in the business that like to pick. My guess is, I mean, it's not being bad. I could probably pick up Michael Caine if I give him the right perks. I could get Sean Connery. I know what Sean Connery wants.
Not to go on a diet?
Well, not to go on a diet. Sean Connery could play a guy that basically, you know, could sit behind the desk and with his big, powerful voice, he'd do it. He doesn't. It's not that he doesn't want to act. He said, "My God, I'm up there in my age category. I don't want to get in shape again. It's not worth it." So give him, you know, like same way with Marlon Brando. I want $20 million. I don't want to get in shape for a movie. And they give him $20 million, and he puts a tablecloth over himself to hide the fact that his stomach was out like that. So, but there are ways. You know how to get. You know what a lot of the major performers want. The studios won't give it to them, but you can. Little guys can give it to them because they want their services. A major studio cannot get most of the major performers to work at the prices they can afford, but you can get the little studios, little companies always manage to get the big people, the Bruce Willises, I mean, you can go get the George Clooney's, you can get the Brad Pitts. I mean, look at the Coen brothers are a little company and they get everybody. Ishmael Merchant Ivory get the big people to work in their little budget production. They have the big budget.
I don't even know who they are.
Woody Allen gets
Woody Allen.
He has no budget and he gets all these people because you give them what they want. Roger Corman, God, Roger Corman had Martin Scorsese, Jack Nicholson, you know, he had the cream of the crop, you know, everybody that was anybody in the industry worked for Roger Corman because Roger Corman knew what they wanted. Oh, okay, I'll let you direct this movie, but you got to star a couple of more times for me. Oh, okay, I get to direct. Yeah, but you got to also act in the one you're directing because we want to have a reason for people coming. Okay, you give them what they want. The studios will not give these people what they want. They give them money, but that's all they're giving them. I mean, what do you think Johnny Depp does quirky movies with Tim Burton?
Because he likes to work with Tim Burton.